Hi, everybody. So good to be back with you again. We've been off for a while, haven't we? I know that many of the groups have continued to meet, or at least have had some interaction over the holidays, but we're glad to be officially back again and restarting our life groups together. I always want to thank you for championing this biblical value of connection. God never intended for any of us to do life alone. And having people around us on this pilgrimage, on this journey, is absolutely critical to our success in getting to the destination that God has called us to. And this last weekend, if you remember back, we were in Ephesians chapter 1. I love this passage of Scripture, where we talked about the great principle that our standing in Christ makes us perfect in the eyes of God. And that's an unusual word to use, because we're so imperfect in the way that I and you and we live. But this is the way that God sees us. God views us, our standing and our position. And we saw how the blessings that Paul listed in chapter 1 are just like those little love notes that we talked about that we find in our suitcase from our beloved, and how we're chosen and we're adopted and we're redeemed, and how we're informed and how we're assured and how we're secure. And I hope you've taken some time to think about and to personalize those blessings to right where you're at. And you've got some great questions. Scotty has written up, as he usually does, some outstanding questions for you to discuss. But before we get there, one of the key questions that I continually get has to do with the tension that Paul leaves in the Scriptures about man's responsibility and God's sovereignty. And people want to know, how do I bring these together? Well, the way that I deal with it is I'm always first biblical before I'm theological. And the theologies that we hold to try to systematize and take all the problems out and the tensions out. I don't do that. I leave the tensions in, because it's biblical. I don't know how to explain God's part and our part. I do know what the Scriptures say, that God is the one who initiates all of this, and yet we have a responsibility to believe. And one person has likened it simply to this, to when we assign, when we're looking to heaven, on one side we'll say, whosoever will may come. Anyone who believes in Christ will be saved. When we get to heaven and we look back, it'll simply say, chosen before the foundation of the world. And so we leave these tensions in, and in our finite minds, we're not going to get them figured out. Yet we can talk about them and discuss them because they're wonderful truths. The main thing I want to encourage you to do, personalize these. Personalize these great blessings. The fact that you're loved no matter what. The fact that you've been chosen and will not be unchosen. The fact that you're secure. If we let our roots go deep by thinking about this, what does this mean in my life? When I fail, when I stumble, when I'm discouraged, when I'm excited, when I'm thrilled, how does all of this fit in that I'm a child of God, adopted into God's forever family? How does that impact me in the way I treat my own kids and my own relationships? Because I really, really honestly believe that this is the key in our pilgrimage. We'll keep moving forward if we think about and we personalize the great truths of God into our lives. So I hope you have a good time together. Sorry, I went on a little bit for this time together. You've got some great questions. Enjoy your time. I pray that you'll continue to encourage each other, and I'll look forward, Lord willing, to being back with you next week. So blessings on you.